Hey, what's up,
Hey
everybody?
guys, welcome back.
Joe here.
Kevin.
So we're about to finish the second season of Mad Men.
Yeah, I really love where this show is going. One of the things that's kind of nice about this show is it doesn't seem to be stagnant workplace drama
No,
or even a personal drama. It's like there's
it's a nice scale.
yeah, every and it's not just it's a nice scale, but everything's like heading towards something. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I don't ever feel like it's standing still.
it's very thoughtful.
Very thoughtful.
Everything is very. That's a lot of metaphors. It's all very,
Oh, very symbolic, right?
symbolic. Thank
Yeah,
you. Yeah,
this
very
is
symbolic.
I really feel like this show is kind of like the story of where America was at the time
Sure.
through the lens of these people. They're the imposter syndrome
Yeah.
and the fact that everyone's living lies and chasing this dream that they can't really catch and no one's happy but they should be happy.
Idolization of the American dream.
Yeah,
Was it
completely.
really a thing? Is it like an idea? Is it just an ad?
Yeah,
Is it something we just see
that's
on
why.
TV?
Right? Remember. I think it might have been the first episode where Don's like, "What you think of as love was invented by guys like me to sell nylons."
Yeah,
What a great line
that's the
and a
thesis of
great
the show.
setup for the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like how much of what we call life in America is real, and how much of it is completely staged,
How
like a
much
social media post.
propaganda?
Completely
Yeah.
right. We all propagandize ourselves.
Absolutely.
Here's why I'm awesome.
And even the guys that make that, they don't know what they want.
They don't know right
They don't know
exactly.
who they are. They'll go out to Palm Springs for the weekend.
Right,
and
yeah.
have an existential crisis.
Right, the guy selling the American dream through products can't even get it together.
So somebody pointed out in the last episode. You know how there was the ad with the popsicles where
Right,
you know
the splitting the Jesus one.
yes,
Yeah.
yeah. Apparently, the
Oh,
last
sorry,
shot,
the mother,
the mother, yeah,
the
she was
mother.
splitting the
Yeah,
popsicle.
exactly.
Mother Teresa. Don at the end of the episode when he's in the ocean, he's doing the same thing in the ocean.
Oh yeah, the Mary pose,
Yeah.
walking into the ocean
Yes.
for his baptism, which is interesting because I want to see what that means. There, symbolically, him doing that, ending on that, walking into
Yeah.
the ocean with his arms out for some type of baptism means we might get a different Dawn when he goes back to New York than we had
A
in
little
the
more
first two
empathetic.
seasons. Maybe
I
just
think it's the
different.
opposite. I think he's going to be more ruthless.
He could be. That's what I'm
I
saying.
think he's going to come back with his eye on the ball.
I don't. Yeah, I don't know if it's going to be a better Dawn or a worse Dawn, but it's going to be a different Dawn.
With 7 seasons of the show, I know nothing. But at the same time, it's very hard to imagine Don Draper being vulnerable and at the very least compassionate. I think he's going to be very, very cutthroat.
And sometimes I feel like he is compassionate, though.
He's compassionate.
More so than some of the people he works with,
he's
right?
quietly compassionate. It's always very secretive. He cares about his friends and he cares about his kids.
Right.
That's it.
There have been moments where we've seen Don as a good person, right?
With Peggy.
With Peggy, when he didn't want to dump the small airline to go after the bigger one out of loyalty, when he didn't want to fire Freddie Rumsen.
Yeah.
You know, there are times when Don is the one that's doing the right thing and nobody else is.
He's a very moral. He's all about the principle.
Yeah, isn't it weird?
I love that.
And also a complete monster as a husband and father. He's a complex character.
As a father, I feel like he's decent. He's absent for sure.
Yeah, he's definitely an absentee
father. But when
father.
he's there, he's caring. We've never seen the scene where he's like gone off on his kids. We've seen Betty do that.
Right.
But Don's always the one that they're like, Daddy! Whenever time Betty's being like mean or something, they always run to him because he's like the good guy in that situation.
Yeah, it is complex.
It's very layered.
But I mean, again, this is the story of America, right? And this is the generation where we kind of run into the absentee father, right?
Yeah.
Kids being raised by
This is the boomer era.
Right. You know, and you know, his kids' generation is a generation of divorces and latchkey kids and kids raised by television.
Yeah.
You know, we're building that.
The kids in the guys in Fight Club were kids when this was happening.
Right.
Basically,
Sally's children turn into the guys in Fight Club. You know,
pretty much. Yeah,
that's how the progression or even regression of all this works.
It really is, and it's kind of scary. It's almost like a cautionary tale if you really think about it.
Yeah, it is. Like, look what's happening to Sally and Bobby as children.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to be the parents that get married, get divorced, have affairs.
Because that's what mom and dad did.
Yeah, because mom and dad were not together.
The only difference is they had more eyeballs on it. More people are writing about it. More people are thinking about it. Imagine the kids today growing up. Oh my God!
Right? Yeah.
Oh, it's scary.
What a fantastic show, and I'm really interested to see where it's going. You know, like the sale of Sterling Cooper is just one instance of how everything, you know, the tides are changing, for the show. Yeah. We do want to welcome some new Patreon subscribers, guys. So Lawson, Ichigo Mentos, Danny, James Lewis, Jonathan Ripley, and Devin Cooper. Thanks so much, guys, and welcome. We sincerely appreciate you. you really do help this machine keep going, and we thank you for that.
You guys are the best. All this is because of you.
Yes.
For those of you guys watching this on YouTube for the first time, welcome to our channel.
Hello, hello.
We very much love this show, so leave us a like if you like the show as well. Leave us a comment down below. Where do you think the show is heading? If you have not seen it, no spoilers, please.
Yeah, don't spoil anything for us. We have not seen it.
How have you liked how season 2's transpired?
I've loved, the criticism that was heaped on season 2 by some of the fans and by Matt Weiner himself. I don't see it. I've loved season 2.
I think this has been an absolute roller coaster of a season.
Yeah.
I love the personal dynamics behind it.
Yeah.
So let us know what you guys think of season 2. What is your favorite so far?
Yeah, as we wrap it up. Yeah.
A lot of you have said season 4. We'll get there.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, hit that subscribe button so you can stay up to date for when we do season 4, and we'll keep you up to date with all of our new content we have coming your way.
Yeah, and again, I don't know if I mentioned this. I was reading a mag. This was several years ago. An online, I think it was like Vogue or Entertainment Weekly or something.
Yeah.
And they listed the best seasons of television in the 21st century. And season 5 of Mad Men was their number one season of television for what they said.
I know he won. I think it was for season.
I think of the last one.
I think it was that's what it was. That's what it was. Yeah.
Right.
5 and 7.
I mean, he was going up against Cranston, every year, and no one was beating Cranston.
No.
But at any rate, we digress. We are going to go get started here, guys.
I would say, if you guys are loving this show and you want to see more like Mad Men, we're doing Succession over here as well, which is a very similar theme, and we're also doing West Wing.
Yeah, love both of those shows as well.
Oh, Betty.
Am I a bad person for saying I haven't loved Betty this season? I feel like she's been she's a victim of Don's bad behavior for sure.
She's a victim of abuse, yeah.
But the way she's handling it...
She's not quite Skylar White, but she's...
No, but she's
not great.
She hasn't been great with her kids. She hasn't really dealt with her problems.
Fighting, but rather, as I suspected, you're going to have another baby.
Oh,
Whoa.
man.
Oh.
Did not see that coming.
Dr. Aldrich, I can't have a baby right now.
Honestly, what they need to do is get divorced. They just need to pull the trigger.
They just need to get divorced, right?
Get divorced.
I agree.
Campbell says there's an aerospace gold rush. I bet Draper's landing a big one.
Oh my God, no.
Whatever it is, they're evaluating us. If Kennedy's speech goes past 8:30,
that's they don't know about the sale.
Danny Thomas.
That's what it is.
Griffith. I'll take it in the shorts.
They don't know about.
That's why they want them. That's why they need the numbers early.
Why am I sick?
You better go tell people, Pete.
What am I gonna say to Duck? That my father-in-law hates me?
Yeah, idiot.
Yeah.
Oh, he's back.
Being back from California. Big news, buddy. Your wife is pregnant and your business has been sold.
Got a tan.
Yeah.
I had to have some time to think about things.
California.
Must be nice. Needing time and just taking it.
You've had
You just got off a horse.
Yeah.
What happened?
Yeah, tell her.
I was not respectful to you.
That's as close as he's gonna get.
Campbell, I'm counting on your discretion here.
Okay.
See, he just went in and owned it. I knew he would.
Putnam, Powell, and Lowe is taking a controlling share of Sterling Cooper. Clearasil is in conflict with Lever Brothers. Your loyalty and enthusiasm during the American Airlines thing showed real character.
Thank
This is going to help Pete, isn't it? Because Duck's taken over.
Is Don on board with my promotion?
I'm the president. I don't need his permission, do I?
That was the whole point.
Yep.
He wanted control over Don.
That's why God put non-compete clauses in contracts.
Duck doesn't realize Don doesn't have a contract.
Yeah.
I don't think he did, right? Haven't they asked him and he refused to sign? That was a big deal in the first season.
It sure was.
What happened? 1 minute I'm standing next to you in the carport, and the next I'm tap dancing for General Dynamics.
Yeah.
Did you ever think I left you there because I thought you could handle it?
No.
How'd it go? You handled it. Good work.
He's not even going to try to talk himself out of it, is he?
Nah.
Welcome back, Don.
Get some affirmation.
Now he's in a good mood.
He's getting affirmation from both of his work days.
Yeah, he is. It's a big day for Pete Campbell. Yeah. Also, Don just talked in circles around answering why he's been gone.
He's the master of that, isn't he?
For sure.
Master manipulator.
Like, wait a minute, that guy didn't answer my question at all.
yeah. Just heap praise on me.
Sold them. And the rest of the company to Putnam, Powell, and Lowe.
What?
Yeah.
You'll clear a little over $500,000.
That's a lot of money.
Look at his face.
Best vacation you ever took.
Yeah,
right? Yeah.
Back to your office and figure out how much I made on this.
I'm pregnant.
If she's planning on terminating a pregnancy in this day and age, I don't know why she would tell people.
I don't think you understand. It's not a good time.
Don.
Are you serious? There's a doctor in Albany.
Oh, okay.
If you go to Puerto Rico, they do it in a hospital. sometimes the best thing is just to do nothing and wait.
That's what she's been doing for the whole season.
Yeah.
Certain calls may have been made using the code words Los Angeles. Lois, have you heard anything about them opening a West Coast office?
You know I'm not allowed to talk about what I hear in there. Mr. Phillips has made a deal for them to buy Sterling Cooper.
This poor girl's gonna be fired.
Big time.
Yeah.
They want a New York office, and they want it filled with us. But there's definitely going to be some redundancies.
Starting with you.
Oh, yeah, big time.
We missed you.
I missed you too.
Whoa. Daddy, I've been smoking.
Right, yeah.
The gentleman's taking care of it.
Of course he has.
I wonder if she's going to have the opportunity
Tell him I said thank you.
to have an affair, and she's going to feel guilty about it.
I will.
Or do you think this is it where she says screw it and has an affair? You know what I mean? Like a little bit of a revenge shot.
It's anybody's ball game at this point.
I mean, I wouldn't blame her given the circumstances she's in on that.
I mean,
I just feel like ignoring the problem this long without coming to any type of decisions has been the worst thing to do when you have kids.
she could have an affair. She
Right.
could. I mean, it's definitely she owes that to Don.
Thank you so much for the drink. I'd just like to enjoy it if you don't mind.
No, of course.
Okay. Well, at least we get this idea that at least Betty could be a Dawn if she wanted to be. You know what I
think
mean?
she likes that power.
Sure. No, she's definitely enjoyed that.
Yeah.
She might be changing her mind. Was that a follow me to the bathroom look? Is this, honest question, is this what she has to do to forgive Dawn and let him move back in?
I think it's fair.
A quid pro quo kind of thing?
You know what?
You know what though? What a terrible marriage.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm
all
saying.
around, what a terrible marriage.
Just get divorced.
Just get divorced, yeah. I don't hate her for this any more than I hate Dawn for it.
So now they're just going to have affairs.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, this is who we are.
So what is your name?
Dude, take a hint.
What are you doing in there? Peggy, sometimes I feel he called me to this parish to reach you.
You're overselling.
Don't you understand?
This is the wrong way
This
to
could
sell
be the
yourself.
end of the world, and you could go to hell.
My God.
I love my parents, and they love me. Do you? If you did, you'd want to be with me.
You're right.
Oh no. Did he just kind of tell her he doesn't love her?
I think so. We know he doesn't.
Right.
Bad news. What? The conference room's signed out all day. And I checked the fridge. There's canapes. Really good ones.
God, these are children.
I'm coming to you anonymously, Don.
What are you gonna tell him?
I know something I think you should know.
I feel like Pete's got a little bit of loyalty to Dawn, just
He
like
does.
Burt Cooper in the first season said he would when he didn't fire him.
Exactly. Don
Yeah.
is ostensibly his father here.
Kind of, yeah.
But without you, I'll be alone forever.
Oh,
I love you. Don.
he doesn't really say he loves her. That might be the
Right.
first genuine "I love you,"
Because she called him out on that.
and now she feels guilty about that.
Yeah.
Doc Phillips will be president at Sterling Cooper.
My goodness. Obviously, I accept.
Yeah, Don
my
knows
God.
it's full of it.
Well, Bert, when the economy is good, people buy things. And when it's bad, they don't. There's no reason for us to be tied to creative's fantasies of persuasion.
Oh, he's doing that. He's trying to piss Dawn off.
I think it sounds like a great agency. And I think Duck is the man to run it.
No, you don't.
I just don't think I'll be a part of it.
Yeah. I was wondering where the bombshell was.
Don, you can either honor your contract or walk out that door with nothing and start selling insurance.
He doesn't have a contract.
I don't have a contract.
Yep. Duck was too
Yeah.
stupid to know that.
This doesn't affect the merger, does it?
No. He never could hold his liquor.
Why are you smiling?
Because you're still here?
I was hoping the train would be empty.
Have a drink with me.
Say no.
World's
He's
ending.
back to this again. His wife's out of town. He doesn't love her. He's feeling good about himself.
He always.
And they highlight the rifle that was there the last time they slept together.
Wow.
That's the first time we've seen it since they
wow.
had sex.
That's
yeah.
brilliant.
I've been thinking about everything that's going on.
Uh-oh. This could be
And
our
I thought-
last night on Earth.
Yeah.
Who would care if I was gone?
Your wife?
And I think you're perfect.
I think she knows you more than you know her.
She does have the guilt riding on
Do
her
you
that
think
the
she
priest
tells him?
keeps throwing
I
in her
love
face.
you.
Oh.
No, you don't. Is she going to tell him?
I could have had you.
She could have.
I could have shamed you into being with me.
Yeah. She's not going to tell him.
No. He will. I don't think he'll believe her at this point.
You got me pregnant.
I was very, very wrong.
Both of them.
Why would you tell me that?
Why should you be off the hook from knowing?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Pete.
Why should she be the one carrying it all? Ah, the picture of the perfect family right there.
Right.
Is she going to say it?
I don't know.
I expected her to carry it, is what I thought was going to happen.
Maybe she's done telling me she's pregnant.
That's true.
I'm pregnant.
There's all the drinking, smoking, and riding. Maybe you're not anymore.
They don't look happy.
Neither one of them looks happy about that.
No.
This is a, well, crap, let's see if we can get through this together moment.
Right?
With holding hands.
Yeah, this is a whole
and
now what.
Neither one of them knows what to say.
Yeah. They're definitely older than they have been, but I mean, that is a big oh crap moment, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's great. Now we're stuck together.
Right. The end of Gone Girl.
It kind of is.
Man.
Wow. Brilliant finale.
What a great finale, yeah. There is a lot going on this show going into the next season.
It definitely felt like a cliffhanger. They set up a lot of dynamics that they need to resolve.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. I thought that the marriage going forward would be better after that note, but it clearly seems that we're headed towards another big conflict.
Well, yeah, I feel like, the note's great. Thank you for that I love you note and everything, but there are so many big things going on right now beyond that gesture, you know what I mean? Because it was just a gesture at that point.
I mean, I don't know. It seems like Don was sincere in his note. So
I think he was.
He actually told her he loved her. He wants to be with her for now.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I think he truly I agree with you. I think he truly believes what he's saying.
Yeah.
I need you in my life. I'm nothing without you, blah, blah, blah. But I feel like the second she says, okay, everything's fine, it's going to be back to...
He's going to get complacent again.
He's going to get he's going to get bored. He's going to get complacent. He's going to get insecure. And he's going to start looking with one foot out the door again, just like he was. I don't think Don's grown.
I think what it is he had that come to Jesus moment in California with his... what's her name? Anna?
Anna, right.
Yeah, and...
the real Don Draper's wife, yeah.
And I think he is romanticizing and remembering how good things were.
Right.
He left California, or... No, he was in California. Yeah, she was in California.
Yeah, she was in California.
And he met Betty, and he went on. He started his life with her, and things were good in the beginning.
I don't think Don was in California when Anna came and found him. I think there was a line that he said
or something.
Yeah, they were somewhere else, and because when he went to her house, in the present day, he said he's like, "How are you like in California?" So I think he bought her a house in California, and she moved to California on his dime.
Yeah,
but I don't feel like. At some point on his dime.
Sure.
But I don't feel like she was always in California.
No.
Not that it matters, but...
Wherever they were.
Right.
You know, that was the end of it. That was when the good times, that's when Don started his career at Sterling Cooper. That's when all this came to be.
Yeah.
And those are the good days.
They were.
And they're gone. They're long gone. And I think that him, getting up, meeting with her again.
Right.
It struck that. He's wanting that again. And it's gone. It's not there anymore. And things are different. She's pregnant like she was when they first left. And so much has happened. So much has been said.
There's a lot of baggage that they have to work through at this point. If where they are is let's get back together, you're right. There's a lot to work through.
And so he's contemplating that. She's contemplating that. She looks distraught. He looks like, what do I do? You know what I mean? And, he just ostensibly quit his job.
Yeah, right. Oh, that's probably a catalyst for him going back to Sterling Cooper. Because he could. First off, he owns a share of the company.
He does.
He could sell it.
Look.
Oh, no, wait. Did he keep his shares, or is it $500,000? Like, did they buy his shares?
He's getting the $500,000.
So he's got $500,000 coming in.
He's got $500,000. He can do whatever he wants. He doesn't have to go back there and work.
Right.
But at the same time, it's
who he is,
it's
though.
Stable. He's good at it. And I can see them backing up the money truck and be like, Don, we want you here.
Sure.
Just work under Duck.
Well, I don't think Don cannot work, because remember in California, he was hanging out with the idle rich, and he did not like that lifestyle at all.
No.
He's not a guy that's going to sit around by the pool for the rest of his life.
He doesn't like it, but he's intrigued by it.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
He could fit in with it.
I think that he's enamored by it to a certain extent, because even with the Beatniks in the first season...
He could watch it.
He can drop in. He
likes to drop in.
He likes to see how they operate. He likes to see how all walks of life operate.
Yeah, that's why he's a reader. He does. You're right. He's a guy that's trying to. Again, I think on some levels he's a sociopath,
Sure.
You know what I mean? He's definitely got some serious abandonment issues that he will never work through.
But he's a curious guy.
I just think I think he just looks at all different people kind of like an anthropologist, and not ever. I just don't feel like he's a part of anything.
That's true. He is more of an observer because somebody mentions a book, somebody mentions a subject. He'll stay up all night.
One of the movies.
He'll read that book.
Right. He loves movies.
All night. He loves TV. And even when he was in California, he was captivated by the cars.
Right.
You know, I used to sell these. You know,
yeah.
And he'll sit there and he'll let it take over his day.
Yeah.
You know?
He is an observer by nature of people, which is why he's such a great ad man without really being a complete person himself.
That's the thing. He is an ad man. He sells products.
He understands people, except himself.
Except, well, I don't know. I think he does have a certain understanding of who he is, but at the same time, he doesn't know what the next step is.
I just feel like he's nobody, and that's why he can fit in with anybody.
He is really nobody.
Right.
Yeah, he is a chameleon, so to speak. So Don Draper is one
what
of the
character.
He's one of the most elusive and interesting characters in all of television. I feel
for sure.
You know,
he's got to be one of the great characters of all time.
A mystery.
Completely.
Don Draper is a mystery.
Even to himself, Don Draper he's just a mess.
He's an enigma.
I feel like if you were like an actual clinical psychiatrist watching this show, you probably could be like, okay, here's what's going on with this guy.
Right.
You could probably pick it apart.
He's kind of like a Patrick Bateman, so to speak, but less devious and sinister. I feel like
sure he's not quite that lost. Like, I don't know how to be a person with Patrick Bateman. This guy's more of like, I don't know what kind of person I am.
Exactly. He's not a murderer, obviously.
Right.
Well, we don't know. Maybe he is. Maybe
the show takes a turn.
That's season 7. He starts killing hobos.
All right, guys, we'll catch you in the next one.
See ya.